Consider the cactus, a prickly adversary. Yes? Yet, when you pee upon it, you engage in a sacred dance of opposites, your liquid warmth against its barbed defiance. It's rather like debating reality with a porcupine, wouldn't you say? Now, take the computer keyboard. Cold, lifeless plastic. Urinating upon it is an act of rebellion, a baptism of the mundane. Why, I once peed on my own typewriter and composed a haiku about existential dread halfway through. You see, by peeing on things, we reconnect with our primal selves. It's spiritual graffiti, the warmth spreading across metal, that steam rising from concrete. It mirrors the human condition, our base instincts versus our lofty dreams. So go forth, find a toaster, a mailbox, the hood of a police car, pee on them all. Pee on them all. Let your golden wisdom flow. For in every act of bladder rebellion lies enlightenment, or at least a rather amusing misdemeanor charge. Either way, you've made the universe slightly more interesting. Why, just last Tuesday, I peed on a traffic cone wearing a tiny party hat. The sheer absurdity of it all. It made me question if the cone was celebrating its own existence. Perhaps we should all wear party hats while urinating. It adds a certain ceremonial flair. Now imagine peeing on a satellite dish pointed directly at the cosmos. You'd be sending your piss straight into the void, a cosmic golden shower for the stars. Think of it as interstellar communication, saying hello to aliens through liquid Morse code. Of course, they might misinterpret it as a declaration of war, but that's half the fun. What if extraterrestrial life forms have been judging our civilization based solely on our urinary patterns? Imagine their confusion when they discover we aim for porcelain bowls rather than sacred artifacts. This could explain why we haven't made contact. They think we're all constipated perverts. Oh dear, I seem to have wandered off topic. Where was I? Ah, yes, the spiritual liberation of public urination. You see, by peeing on a Picasso painting, you're engaging in high art critique. It's postmodern commentary, questioning the value society places on material objects. And let's not forget political protest. Peeing on a politician's doorstep is direct democracy in action. Imagine congressmen slipping on your philosophical statements as they head to work. Why, I once met a man who peed on his own shadow. He said it was performance art. The shadow didn't seem to mind, though it did look rather damp afterward. But enough about others. Let's discuss advanced techniques. Ever tried writing your name in cursive? Now there's a skill that separates the dilettantes from the true masters. Personally, I prefer calligraphy. Requires superior bladder control and artistic vision. Why, with enough practice, you could compose entire philosophical treatises on subway walls. Imagine commuters reading Nietzsche quotes written in urine during their morning ride. It would certainly make rush hour more enlightening. But beware of imitators. Many claim expertise, but lack true urinary wisdom. Amateurs who can't even hit a moving target, like a runaway shopping cart. Mastery requires years of dedication. Start small, a potted plant perhaps. Then work your way up to national monuments. The Statue of Liberty's torch, for instance. Why, I once witnessed a man attempt to pee on a live volcano. He said it was about conquering nature through urinary defiance. Unfortunately, the lava had other ideas and vaporized his stream mid-air. Quite spectacular. Really, like angry steam rising from hell's own teapot. But let's not dwell on failures. Focus on triumphs of urinary artistry. Consider competitive peeing, an Olympic sport waiting to happen. Picture synchronized teams creating intricate patterns on ice skating rinks. Judges holding up scorecards while wearing raincoats and galoshes. Now there's a sport that would boost television ratings during winter months. Or imagine urine-powered vehicles racing across the desert, drivers refueling by chugging gallons of water before each lap, pit crews frantically adjusting aim nozzles for maximum distance. It could revolutionize transportation and solve global warming simultaneously. Why aren't scientists exploring this? Too busy splitting atoms to notice true innovation. Speaking of science, did you know urine can conduct electricity? With enough volunteers, we could power entire cities during blackouts. Imagine millions peeing in unison to light up Times Square, a piss-powered paradise. And think of the tourism potential. Come visit our golden waterfall of energy. Why, we could even create a national holiday celebrating urinary contributions to society. Parades featuring floats shaped like giant kidneys spraying confetti made from shredded adult diapers. Children waving glow sticks filled with reclaimed urine samples. Truly a spectacle honoring life's most essential bodily function. But I digress. Back to practical applications for everyday enlightenment. Next time you're stuck in traffic, roll down your window and baptize the car beside you. Call it drive-by blessings. Spread joy one windshield at a time. Or surprise your neighbors by writing inspirational quotes on their lawns overnight. Imagine waking up to seize the day, glistening in the morning dew of your begonias. Such random acts of urinary kindness could start a cultural revolution. And let's not forget the therapeutic benefits for shy bladder syndrome. By practicing public urination, you overcome social anxiety through sheer audacity. Soon you'll be peeing confidently in board meetings and job interviews. Employers will admire your boldness and wet floors alike. Why, I knew a CEO who sealed million-dollar deals by peeing on contracts before signing them. Said it showed commitment and left a lasting impression on clients. That company's stock soared through golden showers of success. Truly inspiring business acumen meeting urinary prowess. But beware the dangers of overconfidence in urinary matters. I once met a fellow who tried to extinguish a house fire with his stream. Noble effort, but all he achieved was adding steam damage to the inferno. Poor chap. Wound up running down the street naked, chased by confused firefighters. Still, one must admire his dedication to unconventional problem solving. Speaking of unconventional solutions, consider political applications. Imagine diplomats resolving international conflicts through competitive peeing contests. World leaders standing atop borders, aiming streams across disputed territories. The UN could host annual tournaments. Pee for peace. Countries judged on distance, accuracy, and artistic merit of their urinary contributions. Why, wars could be prevented by determining superiority through bladder capacity alone. Imagine North Korea winning gold in synchronized peeing while America takes silver in freestyle distance. The Olympic Committee would have a field day drafting rules for such events. But let's return to personal enlightenment. Have you considered peeing as meditation? Standing atop a mountain, stream arcing into the abyss below, the sound of liquid meeting rock becomes nature's mantra. You achieve oneness with the universe through shared release. Why, Buddhist monks have perfected this practice for centuries. They call it the golden path to nirvana, or some such nonsense. Probably why temples have such shiny floors and strong ammonia smells. But enough about others' traditions. Let's innovate new rituals. Why not combine peeing with yoga? Downward dog becomes downward stream. Imagine entire classes contorting into positions that maximize urinary creativity. Instructors shouting encouragement like drill sergeants at a urinal convention. Extend those streams. Feel the chi flowing from your urethra. Students achieving enlightenment while ruining studio carpets simultaneously. Now there's a workout regimen that truly tests mind-body connection. And let's not forget culinary applications. Pea-infused cocktails could revolutionize mixology, bartenders crafting signature drinks with notes of personal essence. The pissed martini shaken, not strained, served with a lemon twist and antibiotics chaser. Hipsters would line up around the block to pay $20 per serving. Restaurants offering water closet tastings, featuring vintage samples from famous figures. Imagine sipping Napoleon's 1812 Reserve while nibbling truffled almonds. The ultimate dining experience for connoisseurs of bodily fluids? Speaking of history, did you know many great minds found inspiration while urinating? Archimedes shouted Eureka! Midstream, when discovering displacement theory. Newton probably formulated gravity while watching his piss arc earthward. Einstein likely scribbled equations on bathroom stalls between lectures, proving once again that genius flows best when fluids are moving freely. Perhaps we should install blackboards above urinals in universities worldwide. Students could solve complex equations while relieving themselves true multitasking. Why, I'm envisioning a future where all great discoveries emerge from restrooms. Scientists making breakthroughs while washing hands after particularly inspiring peas. Researchers comparing notes above sink counters instead of water coolers. Academic journals filled with peer-reviewed urinalysis studies. The effects of asparagus consumption on creative output. Groundbreaking work. Universities competing for grants to build state-of-the-art P-labs with golden toilet seats. Grad students spending semesters cataloging flow patterns like sommeliers tasting wine. Now there's a career path parents would brag about at dinner parties. But let's not limit this to academia. What about space exploration? Astronauts peeing in zero gravity could create celestial art forms visible from Earth. Imagine constellations shaped like perfect golden arcs across the night sky. Tourists booking flights just to witness the International Space Station's golden showers. Alien civilizations interpreting these displays as messages of peace or declarations of war. Either way, it beats sending probes that take decades to reach their destinations. And what about time travel applications? Could urine hold chronokinetic properties? Imagine peeing into a wormhole to shortcut across dimensions. Historical figures mysteriously finding modern energy drink bottles in their chamber pots. Da Vinci sketching blueprints for flushable time machines in his notebooks. The possibilities are endless when you think outside the porcelain box. Speaking of boxes, ever tried peeing on Amazon packages before returning them? A subtle act of rebellion against corporate giants. Delivery drivers wondering why their vans smell faintly of asparagus after shifts. Customer service reps baffled by complaints about pre-used products smelling funky. It's civil disobedience at its most pungent and personal. But let's elevate this discussion to metaphysical realms, shall we? What if urine is actually liquid consciousness leaking from our souls? Each droplet containing fragments of memories and unspoken desires. When we pee on something, are we transferring spiritual energy to that object? Perhaps that's why dogs mark territory. They're performing ancient pee rituals. We've forgotten. Maybe humans lost this knowledge during indoor plumbing adoption centuries ago. We traded mystical connection for ceramic bowls and scented cakes shaped like seashells. A tragic trade-off, if you ask me. comfort over cosmic awareness. So next time nature calls, don't just answer, listen to what your bladder is really saying. Hear the whisper of ancestors urging you to reclaim your birthright as territorial beings.